What's up, guys? Quick ad, real quick. Shout out to my boy Nick Mesh. His Instagram will be right here. NIK.MECHE. Go follow him, ladies. If you're single, he's a beautiful, beautiful white man with blonde hair. So just make sure you guys follow him. And also, one more ad. I have all this stuff from Arbonne. Look, I got some micro exfoliating cleanser. I got this shaving cream, aftershave. I got this protein powder. It's been so good. I got this hydration, which is, it kind of takes the place of Gatorade because Gatorade is not healthy for you. And also, guys, I got all this pre-workout and after-workout stuff. And there's the aftershave, guys. Listen, go check this stuff out from Adriana Dar. I've tried it all. It is so good. And look at me. I'm losing weight. My face is clean. Why do you think that is? Okay, you think it's just because I'm born with it? Maybe a little bit, but make sure you guys go check this stuff out. I promise you, this stuff is life changing, guys. Her @name is right here. Whatever it is, I have to check, but I'm gonna put it right here. Should be Adriana Dar, but make sure you guys give her a follow. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway soon, giving away some stuff. If you're a woman, if you're a man, I'm gonna be giving away some free stuff, maybe even a gift card for whoever follows me, whoever subscribes to me. Once I get to 100, so once I get to 100 subscribers, whenever that is, I will be doing a giveaway with some Arbonne stuff and maybe with a gift card. All right. Make sure you guys are following me. Make sure you guys subscribe for all of that. Now let's get right into the episode. Thanks. Everybody ready?
I think so.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of your new favorite podcast, Your Cup of Joe, My Cup of Joe, Our Cup of Joe.
Glass of tea.
And today, I am very honored and very thankful and very just overwhelmed right now by the presence. I'm in the household of the cup of tea. Travis, how do you say your last name? Because it's a difficult one. Go ahead, say it.
Let me see what you got.
It starts with an S.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what is it?
You got it.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what is it, Travis? Say it. Are you going to say it or no?
The Americans say centenary.
So it's centenary.
There you go. That's how the Italians say it.
Alright, so Travis Centenary. Alright, Travis here is this guy is probably the most creative force I've ever been able to come across. If you look at the shot right now, this is not just one wall in his house. If you're watching, if you're listening, you gotta go to YouTube and check it out because I'm gonna put like a little montage of his house because every single wall in his house and every single room in his house has a different theme and it's different designs, different colors. And who did this, Travis?
My wife and I actually did this. My wife is also an artist, so it works out perfect because she likes paint, and that's one of the main reasons that we came together.
And this is just insane.
We decided, let's make our house one of a kind, and every room we're just going to paint murals, different themes, whatever we're feeling. And I mean, that's why I married her. She is the one that encouraged me to do that. and move forward
So
with that.
she encouraged you to do all this and just be creative as you want to be with them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, she did it too. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
she.
It's not like it's just you.
Yeah, it wasn't just me, but just the fact that a wife would want your house to look insane. I mean, that's
That's
hard
what
to
I would
find.
describe
That's
it.
hard to
That's what
find.
I would describe it as.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, how long have you guys lived in this house?
Going on almost 2 years.
2 years. I thought you were gonna say longer, actually.
That's it.
And now, when you get another house, say if you are ever in the future, if you're gonna move and get another house, are you gonna do the same thing? You think?
I plan on dying here, but yeah, for sure.
For sure, wherever you go,
we'll never
like
have
this
a
forever?
normal house.
Now, you don't have any children.
Zero.
Zero children.
I could not. I am a child. I could not imagine. Nah.
Do you plan on having a kid anytime in your life?
I don't know. I mean, I'm 34, and I don't know everything that I want in life, but I feel like I know what I don't want, and
Yeah.
I don't think I want it. I don't.
Because
I don't want
you
kids.
have this
Yeah.
you guys have this amazing talent, and I feel like, I don't know, if you had a kid.
I love kids. I don't know if I can't see myself raising one. I don't know.
Isn't that
man.
crazy? Because you're 34.
I'm up there. I'm
And
getting up there.
I'm 21.
Yeah.
Okay? And I can't even imagine having a kid right now. And you're 13 years, like, where am I going to be when I'm 34?
I never like had a desire
to have a kid.
Never, even when I was younger, like I never envisioned the future. Oh, when I have kids, and I never had that conversation with anybody. It's just not there.
No, when I was younger, I would actually, when I would see a kid, I would punch them in the face. No, I didn't actually.
Same.
I never actually punched kids in the face, but no. But you have. I want to get right into this because you have quite a lot of. You have a lot of talents, as I've seen. You can paint. Okay. You just started a doodling business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many businesses have you owned?
Oh gosh.
You think in your lifetime?
I think I have probably under my belt. I'm just gonna go with 25 failed businesses.
Failed? What do you mean failed though? Is it just like
Failed meaning they didn't last a long time to retire me.
Is it you?
There's no failures. There's no failures.
There's no failures. It's just you are like, I don't know. I'm ready to move on.
I started out as a kid. You know, I'd say I don't know. I like really started trying to make money probably in like 3rd grade.
Okay.
And I'd bring candy to school
Right.
and then flip it, that type of thing. Then
Perfect.
it got
This
into
is-
like setting up on the corner, selling lemonade and video games and just anything used. Like I would try and sell it on the corner to the neighbors and all that. And then when I got into high school, then this is before your time, but I started selling bootleg CDs. I lived in New Jersey, so I would go to the city. I'd go to New York, and I'd buy Eminem CD, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
I made like $1,000 the first week that I got it, like 2 months before it came out. So I'd go to the high school, and I would just I just sell it like
you had
crazy.
50 when the business together. Didn't even know that.
50 Cent, boy. I
didn't even know that.
made more than 50 Cent off that man. And I would have kids at my school.
Yeah.
I'd give them a list, and they would be selling, and I'd give them a cut of everything that they sold. And then I had 2 other high schools where I had kids selling there also.
So you were just like a.
I just always wanted to make money.
That's crazy.
Legal or not. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, bootleg CDs wasn't like
It's not
that
that
bad,
big
but
a deal,
people go to jail for it.
You gotta grind.
There's
You gotta grind. What are they gonna do?
you know
Go to high school and in jail for that? Either give you a little slap on the wrist, you keep moving on.
I
Next, on to
ain't
the next
scared.
business.
I ain't scared.
Now, you just started this doodling business, and recently you got reposted by Ric Flair. Woo! Woo! Dude, what's your Instagram? Just so I can get that out of the way.
Travis Doodles.
Before people stop watching.
Travis Doodles. My name's
I'm
Travis.
gonna put it right here on the
I
thing.
like to doodle. Travis Doodles.
Travis Doodles.
Stupid and simple.
Dude, it's simple. That's all. You don't need
That's
to.
what I do. I'm Travis and I doodle. What
Travis
do you want?
Doodles.
What do you want my name
Travis
to be?
Doodles. If you can't spell that,
Because you can't say my last name, so I'm not gonna make that my Instagram name. You know what I mean?
Now
Nobody knows how to spell it.
you're a big WWE fan, or you were back in the day.
I was a WWF fan.
Oh.
WWE. I mean, I don't know any of the new people.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
like,
like,
back,
I'm
but like back in the day, because I was the same way back in the day. I used to
Razor Ramon, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man.
Yeah. So getting someone like Ric Flair, who you just doodled, and getting him to repost that, how was that?
He's one of my favorites, and I didn't know that he was going to repost it. I just drew him, posted it, tagged him, and then 5 days later on my birthday, I checked my phone and it said Ric Flair has tagged you and left a comment or whatever it said. And then I thought it was just like a Ric Flair fan page, because people steal my stuff all the time and then repost it for their content if I do something from pop culture. And I looked at the profile and it said Ric Flair, 1.7 million followers, and I was like, oh wow, that's Ric Flair himself.
It's crazy that a 110-year-old man can have an Instagram.
I doubt he's running it, but
I mean, that's still insane. That's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Is there anybody else who's like mega big that has reposted your stuff, or? I saw that guy Scooter.
Scooter Magruder. He's a friend of mine.
He's a friend of yours.
Yeah, I met him years ago through YouTube, and we've done some videos together. Yeah, he's a good guy. I've done some artwork from him.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm sitting here next to a famous guy, and I just mess up like that. Okay, but what were we saying? Oh yeah, Scooter. You met him, and you've done stuff for other big YouTubers. Yeah. Now you used to be a YouTuber. Yeah. That's like you're an ex-YouTuber.
I am. I'm like an OG YouTuber before. I don't know. I don't like the way YouTube is.
You don't like how they're doing it now?
It's just a lot different.
What turns you off now?
Well, back in the day when I first started on YouTube, it was like real content creators, like just raw people, talent, like making stuff in their bedroom.
Yeah. And
then obviously it got better and better, but now it's like since TV is
declined,
all these celebrities are going from TV over to YouTube. So you got like Will Smith, The Rock, and I'm not hating on them, because they got to go where it's relevant, but YouTube was a place for creators like myself and other artists, and now it's just like, it's just turned into TV.
That is true.
And sponsorships, and there's nothing wrong with sponsorships and making money, but it's just, when we started out on YouTube, it was for fun. We got millions of views, and that was never the intention. Now, people get on YouTube because they want views and they want money. It has nothing to do with...
That is true.
There's still people that want to create, which I do, but it's just, I don't know, it's just changed. It's just not pure anymore.
Now, at the peak of your YouTube fame, what was that like? Like, where were you as far as views, subscribers? What were you making, or what were you doing?
We only tapped out at 44,000 subscribers, which is good.
It's a good amount.
Yeah, but it was never. I don't know. We were right at the breaking point where we could have blew up, I believe, but we were making some money. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, we were just at that point. If we kept going, it was either YouTube was going to collapse like it did, or we were going to blow up. And we were getting a lot of attention from celebrities. We got MTV's attention. They did a reality show on me. So, I mean, we were at that point where we were definitely getting recognition, and we were getting brand deals. I've done stuff for Ford, Jolly Rancher, Staples, White Castle, just a whole bunch of brand deals. But it was never anything that stuck. Like, these big YouTubers, they got offers coming in every day, and they got to turn stuff down. With us, it was like we were getting some good deals, but it wasn't life-changing yet. I still had to have a job, and I quit my job for a year and a half, and I did it full-time, and I was able to do that, selling artwork, doing the videos, but it kind of fizzled out.
Now, what were you doing on YouTube?
So I was painting, and then my best friend was rapping. So he would freestyle, and he would make the beats in freestyle.
Okay.
And then I would do the painting, and whatever I was painting, he would freestyle about it. And I mean, it was unbelievable, just right off the top of his head. Made the videos real colorful, words popping up, all that type of thing.
And you would edit the videos?
I edited every video. I put out at least one video a week, and I don't know how I did it, because I had a full-time job. I was doing a painting that took about 10 hours to do, editing, filming, that took about 20 hours of video, or 20 hours per video at least. I don't know how I did it, but I was a lot younger
I
too.
just got a headache just thinking about that.
Yeah, I was working like 50 hours a week plus YouTube, plus trying to do art and stuff.
So you weren't getting much sleep, you think?
No. But I mean, when you're in your 20s, you don't have to sleep.
And how long ago was this that you were like peak on YouTube?
I was probably 27.
Okay, that's not that long ago.
Yes.
But that's like, because now you're 34, so we're saying that's...
Well, I just turned 34 last week, so
So you're saying that's like 7 years ago, almost 7, 8 years ago.
something like that.
And that's like old YouTube, just
Yeah.
like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now, you say you got like brand deals and stuff like that. What do you think is like the craziest thing that you had to do for like a brand or a...
Well, what was cool was when I got the Ford brand deal, they gave me a free car. So I got a Ford Fiesta, which I hate that car, but it was free gas, free car insurance, a free car, and I got to drive all over the United States making videos. That was like the deal. And they
Are you
paid.
serious?
Yeah, it was just staying in nice hotels. I mean, it was like.
Now, what
It
were
was
you? Where
awesome.
were you? What was the concept?
So every video that I shot for them, they gave you somewhat of a theme, but you pretty much do whatever you want. You just have to have the car in the video. It's pretty simple because they just want
Yeah.
to show the car off to your young audience.
Okay. And did they pay you anything on top of the car and on top of the stay and the living or whatever, or did they just pay you for the living and the car and the stuff?
No, they gave, I don't remember what it was. I mean, it was a couple $1,000 or whatever, but just the fact that between the car, the food, the hotels,
Dude, that's crazy. That's a crazy amount.
Yeah, the excursions or whatever you want to call them that they
Yeah.
had us do, because they set all that stuff up. I mean, it was definitely,
And now, was this like more of a
Wow.
commercial, or they put that on their YouTube page?
they put it was all online commercials.
Yeah.
So they put it on Ford.com or, ran it as an ad or whatever.
Dude,
It was fun.
that's literally insane. And how long ago was that? Probably like,
I think I was probably 26, something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how long did it take you and your friend from like coming up with the idea to start doing the painting and the freestyling to actually putting it on YouTube for you guys to blow up?
Well, at first, I wasn't even going to paint or be in the videos. I was just the cameraman.
Yeah.
And there was 3 other guys in the group, all a
Oh, wow.
beatboxer, a white kid who could rap, I mean, like Eminem style, and then Jarrell, who I used to do, that's who I stuck with to do the videos, because the 2 other guys, they kind of dropped out. They're like, we don't really want to do this. And then I was like, man, I wonder, because I was getting back into painting.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wonder how I could use the painting. And then we just came up with it. And then Jarrell was just like, let's call ourselves the Homeless Heroes. I'm like, man, I like that name.
Yeah. So
And-
that's what really took off, and that was the page name and whatever.
Yeah, it was the Homeless Heroes. And what happened was we put the videos out. No one was watching them. No one knew who we were.
Yeah, of course. Well,
Of
that's how it
course.
started.
And we had like local support from, a couple of people we went to church with,
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
of our friends shared on Facebook. And then I saw all these big YouTubers when YouTube was at its best, and they had this segment, majority of them had it. It was kind of like opening up fan mail.
Oh, okay.
So they would leave their P.O. box inside their description of any video they put out.
Yeah.
And people would send them stuff, and then they would make like a video a week about, look at all this stuff that these fans are sending
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
So they open it up on camera, and it's like junk. No offense, but
Just like when
it's
people send them
it's just
and-
kids sending them,
Yeah.
things that they're gonna throw away. So I was like, man, I wonder if I send these people some paintings. It's kind of like my whole thing was, I told
Now you're
Jarrell-
seeing what they're getting. You're like, this stuff is crap. If
Yeah.
I send them a really nice painting of themselves or whatever, they're gonna
Right.
like,
I was like, my goal is to make undeniable fan art that they're going to either shout me out or contact me.
yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. So I tried it out to a couple YouTubers that I watched and liked. And
Are they still around?
yeah,
What are?
one of them, I don't follow them anymore, but one of them is Daystorm. He like hangs out with. He's the one that put
Sounds
King
familiar.
Batch on.
Yeah. He's kind of a bigger, muscular guy.
Yeah. So he was like he's a YouTube OG. He was.
Oh wow.
He was huge.
And he jumped on Vine. You got really
He
popular
jumped on
too.
Vine,
Okay,
and then he
gotcha.
put King Batch on. But I did some stuff for him, and he like flipped out on camera. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe how good this is!" And then he called me,
Oh,
and then
wow.
once he called me, I was like, "Oh wow, like these guys are internet
Yeah.
YouTube celebrities. They don't call their fans."
Yeah.
And this guy called me. He's like, "Yo, come out to LA," like just like trying to build with me, and he just filled his house up with my artwork.
That's
so I was like,
insane.
"Man, that's cool." So then I reached out to. I don't know if you know who Jesse Wellens is. He did Boyfriend
Jesse
vs.
Wellens.
Girlfriend.
That sounds familiar.
He's a huge YouTuber.
Is he one that
Hangs out with Casey Neistat.
Yes. He just did like a Spider-Man video or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did a video for him. I mean, I did a painting for him, and he put it in a video. Then he called me and was like, "Yo, when you come up back to Jersey, let me know." And so we stayed at his house, and
Oh my.
yeah, it was.
God.
So we were
And
meeting.
he's mega popular.
Yeah,
now.
he's 10 million subscribers. So just like stuff like that, just putting it out there, and then I was like, once I started meeting those people, I was like, man, like I have like something here, and then I just started setting like weird goals, like I want to meet Rob Deerdeck. I'm gonna meet anyone that I want to meet.
Yeah.
So Rob Deerdeck had the Fantasy Factory. That was like the number
Yeah.
one show at the time.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna meet him, and I don't know how, but I'm gonna meet him. So then I did a painting for him. We
Okay.
did a video about him, like a painting and freestyle video. And then I created this website, the RobDeerdeckProject.com. It doesn't exist anymore, but
So don't look it up.
it doesn't exist anymore. But I made that website, and I put the video on there, the painting, and then I don't even know what I did, like a little paragraph about what I was doing. And then since we had somewhat of a following at that point, because every time I gave paintings to those YouTubers, they would shout me out, and then my subscribers would go up like 5,000 within the first hour of them shouting me out.
Crazy.
Like the shout outs were huge back then. And so we had so many subscribers that they would tweet it to Rob Deerdeck or tag him.
Yeah.
And so his timeline was just
Blown
full
up
of
with you,
our
yeah.
video. And then he tweeted back at all these people, and he did it directly at us, and he's like, "Hey man, really impressive, what can I do for you?" So I was like, "Oh wow, okay."
Oh, wow.
So Rob Deerdeck's talking to us.
Yeah.
So I messaged him back, tweeted him or whatever, and I was like, "Yo, we really want to get this painting to you." And then he's like, "All right, when you come out to LA, come through." So I was like, "What?"
What the heck?
So we went out to LA, and we went to the Fantasy Factory, and I mean, it's just
It wasn't like shot on an episode or anything?
no.
He just brought you out there, and I mean, I don't even know what he does out of it. I mean, he doesn't have that building anymore. I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, he definitely has it, but he's not like running a show out of
Yeah.
it or anything.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah,
what
that
was the craziest thing about that experience of like meeting?
Well, that was I don't want to bash him or anything, but that was when reality set in, where it was like there's a different side to
to everybody.
to fame, fortune. Not me being famous.
You heard it here
fortune,
first,
but I'm
guys.
saying
Rob
not me.
Deerdeck, we're bashing you, dude. Well, you heard it here first.
He was just. I mean, you know, I can't bash him because of the fact that everyone that he meets
Yeah.
is trying to leech onto him. They want something from him.
Man. It's gotta be.
He can't be meeting any real people
Especially
in LA.
at that time back in the day, because he
Yeah.
was the biggest
Right.
MTV star,
Right.
and the biggest. He had 2 or 3 shows. He
Yeah.
was doing the whole skateboarding thing.
Yeah.
So I bet that's just crazy trying to meet people.
Yeah, I couldn't even believe that I was able to hug him and get in front of him. I'm like, what the heck? This is unreal.
Yeah.
So the fact that everyone was trying to just get a piece of him, I understand that he was standoffish. He doesn't know me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I just, through conversation with him, like for example, he told me that I was sitting too close to him on the couch.
What the heck?
I was like, dang, that kind of,
That's like weird.
that didn't sit right with me. I
You're
was
like,
like, ugh.
oh.
And then
Okay.
like, he was just, I told him like, he's like, what's your hustle? What's your hustle? Like trying to figure out like what
Like,
I'm
do you
doing.
do?
Yeah, so after that conversation, he was just like, well, you know, if you get on my level, then maybe we can talk sometime. And I was like,
What the heck, dude?
okay. I needed it though. I needed
that realization that like everybody isn't going to be so cool and everybody's not going to be. Like,
and it's Hollywood, man. It's cutthroat. It's not all fun.
when you get on my level.
And yeah, it's just kind of. And I mean, shoot, he's on a whole nother level. I get it.
He is.
But you got to, I was a kid at the time, and I was just, I went out there, just, I don't know, I was so excited, and then I was just like crying in the parking lot, like.
That would make me mad, actually. The sitting on the couch thing. That's so weird, dude.
I felt. Super,
were you sitting? Okay, how close were you sitting to him? Let's be honest.
I don't think I was that close. I mean.
Yeah. He's like, bro, I got a big couch. Just scoot over.
Yeah.
That's so weird, dude.
I mean, it was a 2-cushion couch.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I was sitting on his lap, but I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I don't know.
I just don't get it.
No, we were definitely like not that close, and it was just kind of. I don't know. It hurt.
Dude, that's insane. And now you also, not trying to get away from the YouTube thing, but you also did. I remember you were making the big wood.
Wood signs.
Yeah. Now you were doing those and painting those, and you were giving those to celebrities too, right? Celebrities were buying them from you too, or?
No, that kind of turned into just a legit business, and I was just selling them to businesses.
Yeah.
Like they needed a logo for their store, and I'd make a big wood cutout LED lights.
Now, how did you even learn how to do that?
Actually, my mom did woodwork when I was a kid, and she would paint it. Basically, she just does everything I do except better. And I never did woodwork before, but then I got bored with canvas.
Yeah.
And my best friend was saying, "Hey, I do woodwork. Why don't I cut some stuff out, like big characters, and then you paint them?" And then we started doing that, and then people started asking, "Hey, can I get this and that?" And then businesses started asking, "Hey, can you do my logo?" And I couldn't because I was doing everything by hand.
Yeah.
So you can make it look great, but the machine quality precision wasn't there.
Yeah.
So it just kind of like turned into a business by accident.
Yeah.
And then me and my best friend, we went halves on a CNC machine, which is like the tabletop router.
Big one.
Yeah, that just cuts out anything on your computer. It just makes it store quality.
That's insane.
So we did that, and then I would paint them, clear coat it, LED it, and they have like a legit sign for their business, indoor, outdoor, whatever you need.
All right, that's crazy. Dude.
That was pretty cool.
And then going back to the YouTube thing, what was like your biggest video that you thought for sure you were going to be set for the rest of the time?
Well, I did a prank video where I put bubble gum in a gel bottle, and
In a gel bottle, like for your hair.
right, so when you take it out, it looks like gel, but really it's like melted bubble gum.
Oh wow!
So put it in the guy's hair after I cut his hair, and Jay Leno caught wind of it, and he flew us out to LA to put us on his show on the segment that he was doing about pranksters.
Yeah.
So I thought that
Going on Jay Leno's show, which he doesn't have anymore, right?
No,
it was a late night show.
Yeah, we were on
he's done it for a while.
We were on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and then we were on like the month before he stopped it.
Wow.
But I thought that's like 5 million viewers a night.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, man, if all these people see this, they're gonna go right to our YouTube, and not one person did. I mean, I didn't see it.
Really?
Yeah, because TV and YouTube. If you watch TV, you don't watch YouTube. If you watch YouTube, you don't watch TV. At that time, at least.
Yeah. And that's obviously such a different time.
And it's a different demographic too. Like people that watch the Tonight Show don't exactly watch my painting and rapping videos.
Yeah.
So the conversion wasn't there. But I thought being on Jay Leno, I'm like, man, that's
something
huge.
you're gonna be able to talk about forever.
Yeah, because they made me sign like contracts. Like if Jimmy Kimmel tries to contact you, you can't talk to him. I'm like, whoa.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm thinking like that's
So
gonna
now
blow
if
up.
Jimmy Kimmel talks to you now.
Well, he's got nothing to talk to me about, but I mean, I can talk to him.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, I can
paint
I
him
can
or
talk to
something.
him.
Just
I
paint
know.
him or something.
Yeah.
Because, well, Jimmy Kimmel's not the biggest one now. Who you think Jimmy
Fallon
Fallon's the biggest one right now? Huh?
Probably, yeah.
Dude, that's insane. And now, I'm just like I feel overwhelmed. You just got such a crazy.
I don't talk about it to anybody unless they ask, but I mean we've done so much stuff. Like I've done so much by the age of 25 that I'm just like I look back on it because I don't do anything now chasing fame or anything like that. I wanted it back in the day. Now I could care less.
Yeah.
But back then, like I look back on it, I'm like, man, I did a lot of crap. I mean, just
Yeah, dude.
and anything I put my mind to, I was just like, we're gonna do it. Like I told Jarrell when we started the Homeless Heroes, I'm like, listen, I don't know how, but I want my own show on MTV, and I feel like what we're doing, we can get it. And 5 years later, MTV called me and said, hey, do you want to do a show? And I'm like, how's this happening?
All right, that's
it's like
what
law
we're
of
talking
attraction
about.
type stuff. Like
You set your mind to it.
I just set my mind to it, and just things start happening. I mean,
Now the whole MTV show process.
yeah,
What was that like? What was the show like?
that was stressful.
What was it gonna be called? Like, what was the whole premise of it?
So MTV contacted us, and they wanted to do a show about street art and videos and basically all the stuff that I was doing.
Yeah.
They wanted the show to be about me, but Jarrell would be a part of it.
Yeah.
So he was my sidekick, and so obviously he was a big part of the show. But like when I was fly out to LA and stuff, like they only took me and just kind of did a little thing about like this struggling artist trying to make it in the big
Oh, wow.
time, all that.
Yeah.
That was the premise of the show. So it was extremely fake, scripted like
Everything.
you wouldn't believe. Every scenario was set up. I mean, it was.
That's got to be how every MTV show you think is. Right?
Every show you watch on TV is
Wow.
100% fake.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
if
no
like
doubt.
me and you were having a conversation right now, they direct it.
So they'll be like, try to talk about this, blah blah blah.
Exactly. Like one time, Jarrell didn't pick up the phone because he was in the shower
Yeah.
getting ready for a shoot that
Yeah.
we were doing, and MTV was like, there's these things called OTFs, which is on the fly. That means it's like when the show is going on, but then the guy's by himself, like just talking to the camera.
Yeah.
So they wanted me to do an OTF about Jarrell, about how unreliable he is because he doesn't pick up the phone. And I'm like, the man's in the shower right now, you know that, and we're getting
Yeah.
ready. So they wanted drama, but since I've been
Oh.
editing videos for so long, I knew exactly what they were doing.
So they were just trying to get you to like show real emotion,
Right.
but they
It was
set
all
it up.
fake. Yeah, they wanted me to do things and make my best friend look like
Yeah, like a
a crappy friend.
and
or
he
something.
wasn't.
No. So just stuff like that. It was all set up. And like they wanted me to have a girlfriend because the show was really guy heavy
Yeah.
because it was about art and graffiti and videos and all
Yeah.
that. And they're like, you need to have a girlfriend. I'm like, I don't have a girlfriend.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry.
But we need you to. So if you don't find at least a crush, then we'll get somebody for you, like an actor or
Hey.
something. I'm like, so that's when I knew Amber from a church that I
Yeah.
went to, and I asked her because she was an artist. So I'm like, well, we got stuff in common. So I asked her to be on the show, and I barely even knew her. So it was
That's
super
crazy.
awkward. Super awkward. And yeah, she said yes for whatever reason, and then
Okay. And did this show ever make it on MTV?
you know what? It didn't. It got shelved. So
Okay.
we filmed for 7 days a week, 10 hours a day for 3 months, just nonstop.
Oh my God.
And then they shelved the show. Now, mind you, I quit my job. They're
Right.
promising me the world. Oh, once this show airs, you're going to be famous. You're going to have like paid
Yeah.
sponsorships. You're going to get a spin-off show. You're going to be, paid appearances to go places. Like all this nonsense.
Yeah.
And then the show stops being filmed, and they're like, yeah, we're going to edit it, and then we'll let you know the air date. Now, mind you, I'm out of a job. I let YouTube go because I've been so busy that I can't even make
Yeah.
videos.
Now, were they paying you to record the show?
No and yes. Like, it wasn't a paycheck, but they covered everything
Oh,
and
so
gave
like-
you like an allowance type of thing.
Gotcha.
But I mean, we're talking flights, staying in the best hotels, food. I mean, like the experience. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it was awesome, but I wasn't getting like, here's $500,000
Yeah, for the
a
show.
show. It was nothing like that.
Man.
So they say, well, we'll get back to you on the air date. And mind you, I have no job. YouTube is failing, and the show doesn't air, and I'm just sitting here like, what the heck am I doing?
Now, did they ever give you a reason why they didn't
Well,
air the show?
the producer told me that they shelve like half the shows they air. and then they kind of release them when they feel fit.
Yeah.
If they release them. But I believe that my show had no drama. I had no fights, no cursing, no bar hopping, no sleeping with, like there was no Jersey Shore style editing to do on me. So that's why I feel like they didn't air it. But now I'm getting people contacting me. Hey, I saw your MTV show. It's circulating now.
What?
It's aired. 6-7 years later, so it's out there. People have screenshotted it, watching it.
Like
I don't
on
know
TV on MTV.
I don't know what they're watching it on. I don't know if it's an MTV online platform but yeah, so it's out now.
And you haven't found it. Have you gone online? You haven't found it.
I can't find it online.
What the heck, dude?
I've seen the show.
What was the name of the show?
I have a copy of it. So the show was called Dream Bigger. It was kind of like an adult version of the show Made. You remember when high school kids wanted to become a singer, and then they just make a fool of them, and then they win at the end. They show like a talent show. And
not at all, but
it's a terrible show. But they did like a grown-up version of that.
Yeah. And do you think it was a good? Did you like how they portrayed you? Did they like how it came out?
Well, the fact that it was so fake.
And I'm sure you signed a contract that said you can't say anything negative.
Yeah, I don't even care
now.
But yeah. It was super cringe when I saw it. I'm
really? You're like, I bet if you're watching it yourself, you're just like,
Yeah. Well, the thing was too. The thing is, they set you up in the show where you look stupid. That way, you win at the end because there has to be a storyline.
Yeah.
So they take me to LA and they're like, draw something off the top of your head for 5 minutes, like 5 minutes. I had 5 minutes to do a painting. Okay. Now, mind you, it takes me 10 hours to do a painting. I have 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then when they edit the show, they make it look like, and I'm stumped. Like, I'm like, well, I don't know what to do right now.
Yeah.
So they make it look like I have no clue what I'm doing as an artist, and I completely suck. And then...
and they only put probably a minute of that.
So yeah.
He had time to do the painting. And
they don't show you what really happened.
Yeah.
And I look like an idiot, like I don't even know how to paint. And then I have this huge and then I have this huge art show at the end of the show, and it's like, oh, he made it as an artist. And it's like, dude, I've had millions of views on YouTube, and you're acting like I'm like some kid who's never painted before trying to become a painter. And it's just, but I understand they need a storyline.
Yeah. So you're like, whatever.
It was whatever, but it was. It was fun, man, but it was just so fake.
Yeah.
So,
now, how many people like the crew? How many people were following you around? How many people were producing?
So when I was in LA, I had 3 cameras on me at all times: a personal assistant and a producer. And then when I was in Florida, I had 1 or 2 camera people, depending on what we were shooting that day. Always a personal assistant, and it was a small crew.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing crazy. It wasn't like a huge production as far as, tons of people in the shots or whatever. But just you always had 1 or 2 cameras on you, and then 3 in LA. And, I mean, it was cool. Anywhere you go, people are like, who is that guy?
Yeah, who the heck are they following?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Now, you said at the end you had an art show.
Yeah.
They set that up and
Oh yeah.
Was it a lot of people came and looked at your art or whatever? So.
Yeah, it was. The show was actually really cool. What they did was they took me out to LA, and then they gave me 3 weeks to make a bunch of original artwork.
Yeah.
Which is
not that much time.
It's impossible, man. So they gave me 3 weeks to do that, and then I had to go to all these LA galleries, which are huge established galleries, and then pitch my work and be like, hey, what do you guys think of my work? Yeah. And the gallery directors are like, well, you barely have any work. How can you be serious? And I'm like, because I only had 3 weeks to do this, and this is a fake reality show. So of course, all the gallery owners are like, no, you can't do it here. And I'm sitting there like, well, obviously I know this, but on camera I'm like, oh man, I'm never gonna make it as an artist. Just to build the storyline up.
Goodness.
And then so I come back to my hometown of Tampa, and then they throw me this huge art show, and I'm a winner in Tampa. It's like,
woo! Tampa Bay.
Yeah, so it was.
Wow, that's nuts.
But it was cool though. All my friends came out, and it was, it was a pretty big show, solo show, but it was still fake in there. It was also.
Now you didn't have any artwork that you just had stashed, or they just didn't use it?
Well, that was another thing with the show. Everything that I've done has been Super Mario or pop culture stuff that I love.
Yeah.
and they made me do all original stuff, which I've never really done that. I've always just been like a culture vulture, just
doing what you like to
Yeah.
do.
So they're like, well, you got to come up with your own characters, and no one cares about my own characters. People like
That's
the pop
crazy,
culture
actually,
stuff.
Yeah.
So that was part of the storyline. So that was the whole show, and they couldn't show Super Mario due to copyright.
Yeah.
So it had to be all original.
So now, what like coming up with your own characters? What were you making?
I came out with like this little like monster line.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of random monsters. They were pretty cool looking, but weird.
Yeah, it was just like
It's just stuff off the top of my head that I've never done before, and just like monsters eating ice cream. They were like, they looked like they could be cartoons on Nickelodeon. Like it was fun monsters. It wasn't like zombies.
wow, that's insane. Actually,
But yeah, it was.
I only have 3 weeks. And you said the whole show was filmed over 3 months. And how many episodes did they get at? Probably like 10.
No, they do one like documentary on like that style. It was like a 1 hour documentary.
Oh, and that was
It
it.
wasn't even a season yet. Now after when they were like midway through filming, they're like, yeah, you're definitely going to get a spin-off. Because a lot of people get spin-offs when they do reality shows or whatever. They're promising me the world. They were just blowing smoke,
Oh yeah.
and it was a huge
Nah,
letdown.
Yeah, because I thought when you were saying, I thought it was gonna be like a whole season. Like
Yeah, I
one
thought
whole
it was.
season
I thought it
of
was
thing.
turning into
But
that.
now-
Yeah. No.
So they took 3 whole months
Yeah, to film an
and
hour
they
show.
put it into an hour.
Yep.
That doesn't even sound real. Like, imagine the amount of footage that they just.
And how about the
wasted.
fact that they didn't even air it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Just thinking that MTV would, just that one time, you got to think that all these big,
They got so much money, they don't care.
they just, you know what? We're not gonna air it.
They just take young kids, spit them out.
Now,
They
just
don't care that I quit my job. They don't care about any of that. They just wanted the content, and once they're done with you, they're done with you.
Now, just to think, like, saying that it's just an hour-long thing, I don't know why they wouldn't just air it
Right.
and just see what happens. Because maybe a season of a show, you're like, okay, we're not gonna air this.
Right,
That
right.
makes more sense.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, we have this 1 hour documentary.
Who
We're just
cares?
not gonna air it.
And
That
the
seems
ones that they
ridiculous.
did put out that like were similar
Yeah, to yours.
show to mine. I mean, even my producer was like, bro, because he was cool. He was like my age, and
Yeah.
he was from New Jersey, so we got along really good, and we became really good friends. But he was like, bro, I'm sorry this happened to you. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like the other shows are trash. This was actually wholesome, good content.
Yeah.
Like it was all about visually, it was awesome. It was all street art in like LA, and
Yeah.
it was awesome. And you know, there was no drama. There was
That's crazy.
no juicy
No
Jersey
juicy-
Shore style
Now
anything.
the other shows, they probably had more drama.
Oh, a
And
ton.
that's why
Yeah,
that's why they aired.
yeah. It was, and they didn't like working with me because of the fact that I was older. Like you get a 17-year-old kid, he'll do
Oh.
anything you tell him to do.
Oh man.
Anything. Me, I'm sitting there on camera telling the camera man, you're a snake. I know exactly why you want me to say that because you're going to edit it like this. He's like, he'd cut, and he's like, all right, hold on. He'd call the producer and be like, yo, he's not having it.
Yo, he's
da, da,
not
da.
doing it, bro.
And I'm not going to play that.
Dude,
Like,
that's literally nuts, though.
yeah, it's
The fact that you did get your own MTV experience life, that's
no, it was worth it, man. It was awesome.
yeah, just like
Well, that's the thing. I saw all this, and then on top of that, me and Amber, like, she was my fake MTV girlfriend.
wow.
We
yeah,
stopped
let's talk about
talking.
that.
Yeah, we weren't talking for like a year after that because it was kind of like, well, we did the show together, and then we came back in contact, and then like we just started dating, and then we got married. And so if I didn't do that show, I would have never married her because I was not pursuing
Anybody
any
else?
girlfriend. I was pursuing fame and money.
Wow. Now, on the show, what role did she play?
Like a crush,
Yeah.
and then like someone that I would take out on a date, and then like kind of like call her and be like, oh hey, you know, I'm kind of feeling like I'm not good enough to do this. Yeah, right. And you know, she would just be like, oh, you're great, you know, just the typical
Dude, what
crush,
the heck?
puppy love
That's
story.
so crazy that it was like all fake, and then it all ends up.
Real, and she's my wife now.
Now, like when you explained to her, at first, I have this show, blah blah blah. Were you like, I have to have a crush on you, or were you like,
Kinda, yeah, kinda.
or did you already like kind of?
Well,
like,
I thought
when
she
you-
was cute or whatever, and
Yeah.
she kind of liked me too, and we both liked art, so that was what kind of
So
brought
you're
us
like, I have
together.
to show about art, and
Yeah.
you know, I think you're.
It was super
I
awkward,
think you're a
man.
cutie, and
It was so awkward.
now how many conversations did you guys have before that? Were you guys like actually
Not
friends?
much, man. What
Oh,
happened?
so that's awkward.
Yeah, it was. We barely talked, and then like the night before we had to film our first episode or our first like filming together,
Yeah.
I took her out the night before. That way, it's not awkward.
Yeah.
And it still was awkward, but I had to get to know her a little bit better
Yeah.
before I just met her on camera type of thing.
This is Amber. I have a crush on her.
Yeah. So bad.
Now, you said you for a whole year. You guys like was it like right after the show? You guys just like stopped?
Yeah.
Was
Just lost
was
contact.
that just you?
No, I think we both were just busy and we were
You're
just like it wasn't like we had bad, interaction or anything. It was just like, just drifted
just
apart.
like, okay, well.
And then
thanks
for
doing
some
the show.
reason, I don't know, we did like an art show or something. Like we were both in, or I don't even know how we
and then you
started.
slid in them DMs.
Mhm.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This was like before the DMs. I don't think DMs
Really?
existed yet. This was a while ago. Yeah.
DMs never existed.
Well, I
What?
mean, like,
what, dude?
this was not social media.
You slid in those AOL messengers, bro?
Instant Messenger, yeah.
No, dude, that's the whole story is just nuts.
Yeah, it's so much more than that, but I can't think straight right now.
And now you're from New Jersey.
You're bringing me back to like a lot of things I haven't thought about in a while. I lived there 18 years.
I'm from New Jersey too. We're New Jersey boys.
Yep, that's what's up.
What part are you from?
Passaic County, North Jersey.
I'm from actually.
You ain't from Jersey.
My
You don't
dad
even
was
know where you're
from. My dad was from Freehold.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Lakewood.
Okay.
So, and we lived in Lakewood. I only lived there for 8 years, dude. And it
Yeah.
was like from born. So I was only a kid when. So basically, I'm from Lakeland now, but still, you always gotta rep that.
You know what good pizza is.
Dude, I do know what Federici's, bro. Give me a Federici's pie, son. Give me the sausage and peppers pie, bro. Woo!
Yeah, down here, they
Jesus,
think Hungry
bro.
Howie's is good pizza.
Dude, they love that. They love Hungry Howie's, dude.
Sad.
Yeah, the best
Feel
pizza,
bad.
the best pizza around here is Papa John's, bro. It's tragic. It's tragic.
It's terrible.
It's tragic, dude. So they don't know. They don't know what it's like. They don't know. They don't know that life.
Nope.
And I would always go back, but I haven't been back in so long. I still have so much
I
family.
won't go back.
You never.
I won't even visit.
Why?
No point.
It's nothing really in Jersey. I mean, what are you gonna go to Jersey
I mean,
for?
I miss the food. I do have some family up there, but my mom and dad live in Florida now.
Yeah.
So if somebody relative-wise wants to see me, they can come down
They
on
can
vacation.
come to Florida, dude.
Yeah, I'm
What
going
am I
back
gonna do up there? Eat for
Nothing.
a week straight?
Yeah, I don't need that.
No, I feel you.
My
There's nothing much to
metabolism
do.
is so slow now.
The only thing really to do in New Jersey is go to New York for like take that
Yep.
45-hour trip.
You go to Chinatown, Little
Go to New
Italy
York.
for no reason.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I can't. New Jersey, there's not much out there for me.
No.
All right, bro. Well, actually, I have some. I got a new segment on my show.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Is this the first?
This is the second.
Oh, okay.
I did this with Pastor Eric.
Okay,
and,
okay.
The segment is called "Would You Rather." So I got a couple "Would You Rather" questions for your boy Travis.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you, "Would you rather?" You're just gonna answer however you want to answer. Okay. So my first question is, since you're an art guy, I had to come up with a creative question for you. Is would you rather die early and your art gets remembered like Vincent Van Gogh
Uh-huh.
or like one of the most famous artists? You're like remembered like a legend. all
Right.
Or you live a long life and your art never does well. And you're just not remembered.
I think I'd rather live a long life. I don't
just
I
have
don't,
live a
I don't
long,
really
happy
care.
life.
Yeah, I don't know. After you're dead, I don't care. I'm gonna be with Jesus. I could care less what the world thinks of.
There's not much time anyway.
Seriously, I don't care. Yeah,
They got maybe 100 years left.
I don't know.
Maybe less?
I don't. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, as far as being like known in this world, I don't care.
You don't care.
No. I mean, I
you don't
hope.
want to be in the art books. You don't want to be in the art class taught like this is Travis.
I want the
and
people
he-
that I know and love to remember me as what they remember me as. But as
Yeah.
far as like textbook artists, I could care less.
Yeah.
I'd much rather live a
Same.
long, happy life and then just die like in my sleep
Yeah.
before I'm in diapers or something crazy.
Yeah, dude. Once I get to probably 65, you can probably just.
That's young, bro. My
someone
dad's 68.
Someone could probably. Well, once I'm not having fun anymore. What do you think that is?
I think it's different for everybody because everybody takes care of
Yeah.
themselves differently. But as soon as I can't take care of myself
Oh, dude,
and the
it's
value of
worst.
life is just not there,
You're just waking up.
yeah. I mean, you always have a purpose, but I'm talking about like if you're like, you got a plug in you and,
Yeah.
and someone could pull it, pull it. I ain't
Okay.
trying to, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to,
Okay.
if I can't change my, I was going to say if I can't change my own diaper. If I have to wear diapers or like,
Yeah.
just, I don't want to be here.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It's on video, so.
No, you.
If you're ever in like a state of unconsciousness and
Bro,
they're like,
pull
pull the
the
plug,
plug.
I'll be like, he said it
Pull
right
it.
here. He doesn't care if I
pull
pull it
it.
or not.
No, I'm good. I know where I'm going. Pull it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as being remembered, it's pretty crazy to think that like maybe back in the day, that's really what they did it for back in the day.
But
Have you ever seen Game of Thrones?
no, I don't watch that.
Okay, so in Game of Thrones, it's a big thing where they're like, oh, they're gonna sing songs about you. You're gonna be a legend. Blah blah blah. It's like that's just like a crazy thing to live for.
But
That
no
you're
one
living,
cares though.
You're living so people will remember you
Right.
instead of living for yourself or whatever and
Right.
living what you want to do.
I get it. You die, you want to leave behind a good name, a legacy,
Yeah.
whatever you want. But at the end of the day, like, no one cares. All these celebrities,
That is true.
they die. 2 days later, no one, unfortunately, no one cares.
Bro, you know what the craziest death to me was this year? That
Nipsey Hussle?
Nipsey Hussle.
No one cares right now.
The biggest thing with him was, I was like, I didn't really know who he was. I knew
Right.
who he
A lot
was
of people
because
didn't.
the only thing I knew about him was that he was nominated for a Grammy, and I
Right.
was like, why the heck is
Who
he
is this
nominated
guy?
for a Grammy? And then he died, and then for like a month straight, they were still talking about him. I'm like, this has got to be the longest they've ever talked about
Biggest
someone
rapper, yeah.
after he's died. I'm like, that has got to be one of the craziest things because I didn't really know who he was before.
Right.
And that's no offense to him or no
Yeah.
disrespect, but I just didn't really know who he was.
I
And I
didn't
was
either.
like, how is so many people they must have respected this guy and whatever, but
Yeah.
I just never even knew.
Yeah. It just sucks though that at the end of the day, like, no one cares.
At the end of the day,
Life
you're dead,
goes
and
on,
it's
bro.
just- yeah. At the end of the day, you're gone, dude. Everybody dies. You either kill
Yeah.
yourself or get killed.
That's it.
All right, here we go. My last question for you: would you rather be the richest man in the world, or would you rather be the wisest man in the world? That's for me. I'll answer the question so you can have some time to think. But for me, I think it's pretty easy. Just give me all the money. I don't have to give anybody advice. Just give me the money, dude, and I'll be okay. They didn't say I was dumb. I didn't say I was dumb, so it's just like, what do you think? You want to be wise? You look like somebody that's already wise enough.
I don't know about that. But, I mean, if you are the wisest man in the world, you're going to be able to become the richest man in the world. You already are, because knowledge is...
Knowledge is.
If you have that, then money will be no issue.
Dude, think about it.
Think about it.
Think about
Yeah, I mean, it would be easy to make money, but I think I'd rather... Because there's been a lot of times where money, like me messing up with it, has caused me to gain wisdom.
Yeah.
But if I have
All the money, you're just
wisdom...
gonna be like,
I would rather have wisdom, but... I mean, having a lot of money is nice.
I bet. I mean,
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos seems like he seems
God.
stressed, but he's jacked. Have you seen him recently?
No.
The dude is
What,
jacked.
did he do roids after his
Dude,
divorce?
he has to have been doing roids, dude.
Was he always like that?
No. He was
No.
a nerd.
Oh my god.
Like, you look at him, you're like, you're a nerd, you freaking nerd. And
Wow.
now he's like, you can tell he's just roided up, you know. Probably has like the best personal trainer.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And
just a billionaire.
just to think, he had what, $37 billion, whatever.
Was it that much?
So, bro, something crazy. And to think that when he got the divorce,
She got half, right?
she got half.
Biggest settlement ever.
And his wife is now the like third richest, or like the richest woman in the world. I'd love to marry into that.
Right? Wouldn't that be crazy?
I mean, she was there. Apparently, she was there for him when like, it was starting. So it's not like she was just like a hussy, but still. Man, what a come
See,
up.
that's the thing, man. These billionaires, they make so much money. They experience so many things. They have the world at their fingertips, and they get bored, and then they cheat on their day one who was there when
They
they were
from
poor.
day one.
Yeah, and I mean that's just like if you don't. To me, if God is not the center, like the money,
Oh, dude.
you're done.
It doesn't matter.
You're done.
It doesn't matter.
Even Christians. I mean, it can get you.
Oh, bro.
It can get you.
Now, you said before we started the podcast, you said you agreed with me on something.
Yes.
And I think it's pretty important.
Okay.
And what was that?
I just feel like pastors that live lavish lifestyles, to me, it doesn't sit right with my heart.
And not that it's lavish, but
Unnecessary.
when you live and you're preaching the gospel and you have a private jet,
You're trying to be an example.
what is that?
You're trying to be an example to a non-believer. And I just, when I was not a Christian and I saw pastors with Rolexes and Bentleys, here's the thing though, like they could be entrepreneurs. They could have made all that money from real estate, from all this other stuff. But even at that, it just rubs me the wrong way that there's so many people that they know in their congregation hurting, and then they have, why do you have how much is a jet? 70 million or more?
It's gotta be
That's a lot of tithe
a lot
money.
of millions.
That's a lot of tithe money.
Oh, dude, so much.
I don't know. I'm not trying
And
to...
you can make your money however, but on the outside looking in, for the people who don't believe and the people who are non-Christians, bro, and they see a pastor with a private jet, they're gonna be like, "Come on, dude."
It just doesn't... I'm not trying to be legalistic or like, if you have money, you have money. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But it just doesn't sit well when I see a pastor driving around in a $700 million jet or whatever they cost. I don't know how much they cost.
Dude,
It's
at
out
least
of
$1
my-
billion, I think. I think you made $1 billion.
That's just a lot of tithe.
At least $1 billion.
I can't tithe at the church if the pastor's
Oh,
driving.
you're like, what am I give him my money?
I got to go to a different church. That's just how I feel.
I agree.
I don't know. It's just I'm not trying to.
I appreciate that. You might be the first person on the show that does agree with me.
Yeah.
On that, so.
And like I said, there's nothing wrong with having nice things.
There's nothing wrong with having nice
I really
things.
don't. I really
There's
don't think
nothing
there's
wrong
anything wrong with that.
But when it is that flashy and that like out there, dude, and someone's got to call you
It
out.
puts a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. That's all I'm saying. And I don't want to be a stumbling block to anybody. That's like my main thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with drinking. I'm not going to drink though
Yeah.
because I don't want to have anyone even question.
Yeah, you don't want to put that image out there.
Yeah, I just and if I'm riding around in a jet that's mine, like, and I see some of these interviews with some of these pastors, they're like, oh well, I got to fly high with Jesus because I don't want people bothering me.
Yes,
And I'm like, wait, what?
I see people drinking.
You don't want. I heard the guy who's like, I don't want these demons around me when I'm flying to my
dude.
next. And he's talking about the people on the plane, and I'm like, huh? I don't
These
know.
demons.
I don't.
He
Dude,
called them demons.
for me, it just doesn't settle well
That guy
in my heart.
doesn't sit right with me.
No.
The way that interview came out and then
No.
the way that somebody called him out on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I mean,
sit
these
right
guys
with
are selling holy water on TV. Like, come on, man.
Now, would you buy if TD Jakes, if he sold his sweat rags, would you buy one?
No.
I probably would. That dude sweats a lot.
That was nasty, bro. Smell that,
Dude,
that
come
rag,
on,
bro.
dude.
That thing smells like dirty hot dog
Like
water.
TD Jakes,
Oh. Nah.
bro. That dude's got a lot of money.
Yeah, he's got a ton of money.
Whatever. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you you taking the time out of your.
Thanks for having me. I'm still not sure why I'm here because you
Bro,
only,
did you not hear what we just talked about?
you
bro?
only interview the biggest celebs.
In Lakeland.
Bro, you got Pastor Eric.
Dude, I've gotten.
You got Valeria. Like, these are people
YouTube
like way above my
dude.
Yeah, way above my
I
status.
got my dad.
Bro.
He knows at least 10 people, 10 to 15 people that he could have
Dude.
shared it with. But no, dude, for real. I appreciate it. We're going to do this again because we're not even, I don't even know.
We haven't even tapped
I don't know how
into
you
1%.
grew up. I don't know. This is just the interesting stuff. So we got to get into the boring side of Travis, dude. What's that like? You must, like, what time do you go to bed? Don't spoil it.
Oh.
This is for the next
I was
episode.
gonna say it's past my bedtime right now.
Yeah, like what do you eat for breakfast? Do you eat breakfast normally? We're gonna get into all that on the next episode with Travis, part 2. So no one's gonna watch that now that
No
you
one.
said that. But obviously, follow this man, Travis Doodles. He goes crazy. Follow him. If you have money and you want a doodle of yourself, he can do that. He's a crazy doodler. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know how to describe you as a person. He is a, just like I said, one of the most creative people I've ever come across. And obviously, when I put the video of his house and I show you what it's like, you're gonna agree with me. I just think it's crazy, bro. So
Thanks, bro. Thanks
I
for having
appreciate
me.
you coming on, and that's it. So thanks for watching, and make sure you guys tune in next time.
Subscribe, hit that
notification
bell. Come on, bro.
Hit them bells. You know what I'm saying?
Smash that
Subscribe, smash. So like what? Yeah, do that thing.
That's
you know
why I
what
don't
I'm saying?
do YouTube anymore.
Oh,
I can't
that's
do
what
it.
it's about.
I just can't.
Dude, I have no shame.
I can't do this.
I'll do anything for a subscriber. I'll do anything for a subscriber, bro. I'll do anything for you guys.
Anything for views.
All right? You want me to get some nipple rings? That's next episode, all right? So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys. And that's it. Yeah, subscribe and do all that fun stuff. Thank you guys, and see you later. Bye.
Nipple.